Alright, Truth and Justice is amazing. Like, absolutely top tier. So we're taking Truth and Justice because we can put it in basically any deck that we want to play. And it can win the game by itself. The card's just really good. Alright. So we passed a Changeling unblockable in the first pack. Jings of the Chosen. Card's decent. I think we take Mana War here. If we can do like a tempo deck with Sword of Truth and Justice, it would be unstoppable. So I'm going to take Mana War. Hopefully, passing to the left, because there's like almost no blue cards in that pack, will start signaling that blue is not going to be open. However, that could be what somebody to our right is doing to us, so we may not actually be blue at all. But Mana War is a really good card, and it is splashable. So, hey, Spongy Potato, glad to see you're back. So we could take Smoke Shroud, speculating on ninjas. It's a pretty good card if we get any amount of changelings as well. Otherwise, we could take Spinehorn Minotaur if we wanted to do the blue-red thing. Phantasmal Form is like an okay cantrip, and Shelter is good. We already passed one Ravenous Giant. This card's probably pretty good. I'm gonna take Smoke Shroud. Okay, Moonblade Shinobi is awesome. There's a ton of white in this pack. Like, Moonblade Shinobi is one of the reasons to, like, be in ninjas. The other one being the ninja that, like, draws cards. So we're gonna take that. Okay, so Ikite is an evasive creature that synergizes well with Moonblade Shinobi. It also lets us stay in just blue at the moment. So I'm gonna take that. There have been so many 5/5s for 4 going around. It's kind of scary. I think we're gonna take Reign of Revelation. Spinehorn Minotaur is like the other consideration. Alright. So we got a Hollowhead Sliver, another Reign of Revelation, a Viashino Sand Sprinter. I'm gonna take Lancer Sliver. I think I probably should actually take Hollowhead, but I'm gonna take Lancer Sliver. Okay, Ransack the Lab is good. A lot of green and red coming around. I'm gonna take Ransack the Lab because it goes well with Smoke Shroud, and we apparently are gonna get 2. Also, no one's in red. I'm gonna take Recruit the Worthy. Card's fairly decent with our what do you call it? Theoretical ninja plan. We'll take Spinehorn Minotaur. Because, like, blue-red is an archetype. The, like, draw 2 or more cards archetype. Alright. Dismantling Blow. Ephemerate. Ephemerate's really good with Mana War. So we're going to take Ephemerate. We're probably actually playing white. Take Fists of Flame. Another Recruit the Worthy. Martyr Soul. Martyr Soul is really good with Ephemerate's Rebound. Kind of liking how this is shaping up. Force of Negation. That is a $50 card. We are in colors to technically use it. I don't know if we will play it, but I am picking it because I'm not passing a $50 card. Oh, that's awesome. Force of Despair, Crypt Rats, Changeling Outcast. Let's see. Changeling Outcast is just really good. I don't know if we can make the mana work, though. We could also take Imposter of the Sixth Pride, because that is another 2-drop that's good with things like Moonblade Shinobi. Could also make Lancer Sliver playable. That's kind of tough. I'm going to take the Changeling. That may not be right. Okay, there's a lot of slivers. I think we're going to start taking them. Probably should have taken the Lancer sliver over the Changeling Outcast. Because if we can get enough of them, they're going to like wield sword really well. We're going to make them fly. It's going to be a good time. Aria of Flame. Is that card worth anything? It's worth a ticket. I'm not going to take it. Zalfirin Decoy is good with Recruit the Worthy. Amorphous Axe with a Lancer Sliver on the field, whatever it's equipped to as First Strike. But that card comes around frequently. I don't know if we're a counterspell deck. We might be because we have some instant speed soldier action going on. I'm going to take the Decoy. It just seems really useful. Okay. So, Choking Tethers is good. String of Disappearances is really nice. Like, bouncing creatures, just unsummon is good and limited. And this, like, if you have a creature on your side of the field you want to unsummon first and you have 3 blue mana, like if I wanted to unsummon Manowar, I could, and then I could pay 2 more blue and unsummon one of their creatures and it becomes a Peel from Reality. I kind of like that. Take String of Disappearances. Fountain of Ichor makes our mana better. Shelter is really good. It's like as a combat trick. Scour all possibilities. I think we take Shelter. No, Rock's Veteran. Sorry, I didn't see this card. We're gonna take Rock's Veteran. It's really good. I think Amorphous Axe is fine. Another Ikite is really good. So, Martyr Soul number 2 or Snow-Covered Plains. I think we're going to take the Snow Plains. Okay, Imposter of the Six Pride came around, which is awesome. Generous Gift, Problem Permanent Removal. We can talk about the white elephant in the room. Aria of Flame came around. We could play Prohibit. Yeah, I guess we take Prohibit. I don't know if I'm playing Prohibit. Force of Negation actually might be playable in this deck to like get around sorcery speed removal, and we can tap out for it. Another Shelter is good, or a Shelter is good. I didn't take the other one. Scuttling Sliver, I guess is something. It gives all of our first striking dudes pseudo vigilance, which I guess is kind of nice. We don't have any like tap abuse abilities though. This seems like combo enabler, especially as a sliver. Hello, theblackerlotus. How's it going? Glad to have you on stream. All right, Volatile Claws into the side. 5 people showed up at FNM. I'm really sorry. That sucks. That's always disappointing. So we have 2 really good cards in this pack, and Urza might be what we're taking, just because it's a $15 card. So I think we're going to take it. We don't have a lot of artifacts to abuse its ability, though we do really want Battle Screech. We're going to take Urza. This has been, so I think the last draft I did, we drafted not many great things and also got a little unlucky and I threw it. Yeah, no kidding, Buckethead. Another Manowar. That's awesome. We're going to take the Manowar. We could take the Lancer Sliver, but Manowar is just too good. So we got a Truth and Justice. We got an Urza Lord High Artificer. And we got a Force of Negation. I really can't complain. Like, at all. So we could take Universal Automaton, though Moonblade Shinobi is just better. Another Lancer Sliver. I don't think we want 3 Smoke Shrouds. And I don't think we need, like, Cave of Temptation for mana fixing of any kind. So we're going to take Lancer Sliver. Okay, we could take Reprobation as a removal spell. It's a pretty good removal spell. We'd also take Choking Tethers. I don't think we would ever play 2 Prohibits. Force might actually be playable in this deck. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's main deckable, though. Well, I guess I just gave you 2 opposing answers to the question you just asked. It might be main deckable. I kind of have to see how this is going to turn out. So let's see, Vesperlark. Vesperlark is a flying low-drop creature. Do we have anything with power 1 or less that we'd want to reanimate? Ikite, maybe? Like, it goes in a blue-white Flyers deck. We don't have... oh, yeah. Irregular Cohort is really good with Lancer Slivers, and we have 3 of them. So we'll take a regular Cohort. Good eye. Good eye. We have 1 Snowland, so we can't take Astrolabe, and this is pack 3, and we're not going to get any more. So I think we're going to take Scour. We could take Dismantling Blow for the sideboard, but we already have a Generous Gift. I'm just going to take the cantrip. 2 more Recruit the Worthies, an Enduring Sliver, and a Generous Gift. So Enduring Sliver is good. It can help our other guys get big. I think, though, I'm going to take Universal Automaton. It's another artifact for High Lord. It's a Sliver, and it's a Ninja. Enduring Sliver is actually better, I think. We'll take Enduring Sliver. Forget everything I just said. We don't have any reason to take the Snow Plains, so we're going to take Choking Tethers. It's always good to have a Choking Tethers. I appreciate the suggestions, by the way. Very much. But yeah, after our last draft kind of turning out awful, we've, like, paid for the draft and more. So... And, like, if we win, we're just going to go nuts. Last draft, we drafted sort of... we started drafting blue-green snow. It dried up really fast, so we sort of switched to red-green lands and had to play Teamer. We had good fixing, but, like, we 1-2'd the first 2 rounds. I made some punts. It wasn't great. And round 3, we, like, the round that doesn't matter anymore... we had, like, amazing openers both games, and, like, just completely destroyed our opponent. And I was like, if we'd had anything like that at all, in the first 2 games, it would have been way better. But we didn't open any value or anything, so it's kind of like just a middle of the road draft. But this one's like the nuts. We could 0-3 this draft. I'm still going to be happy, so. Alrighty. Time to make... I guess we'll consider that. High hopes, yep. Alright. So let's think here. So I think we actually want the Universal Automatons, because they're going to synergize really well in this deck. I think we're only going to play 1 Recruit the Worthy and 1 Smoke Shroud. I'd like to cut about 5 or 6 more cards. I like Choking Tethers as a single. Cut Ephemerate? We'll see. Ephemerate is really, really good with Mana Wars, and it's kind of good with Urza, and it's kind of good with Cohort. And the rebound is amazing with Martyr Soul. Like, it synergizes really well in this deck. And it's just a good combat trick. So it is on the list of cards I'm considering cutting. But I think we have other cards that are worse I'm going to cut first. I'm kind of not liking... No, Zhalfirin Decoy is good. Is Ikite playable in this deck? So let's see. How many draw effects do we have? We have a Choking Tethers. We have a Rain of Revelation. We have a Shelter and a Scour. Ikite is an evasive creature that can let us get our Moonblade Shinobis in. but I see what you mean. We don't have a way to make it super aggressive. It also carries a sword really well. Let's see. 2 seems like a stretch. I agree. That's fair. We'll cut an Eye Kite. I think we'll cut a Scour. We gotta cut 3 or 4 more cards. We can probably just get away with cutting 3 because we curve out at 4. 5 if we want to play and equip Sword, or play and equip Amorphous Axe. Cut a Lancer Sliver. Yeah, I think we can get away with cutting a Lancer Sliver. I'm good with that. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to cut Reign of Revelation. It is instant speed draw, but I don't like it in a deck. I like it better in a more control-y or mid-rangey deck, and this is kind of like tempo beatdown. I don't think we're going to be paying 4 mana to draw 2 cards effectively. I think it's better off just casting threats. We need to cut 1 more card. I think that card is going to be... I really like having a Smoke Shroud. But the only cards it's good with are our Changeling. No, it's actually pretty good in this deck. We'll keep it. We might cut an Amorphous Axe. Maybe not, because it can pay for itself to equip with Urza and pumps him up. Pumps up his token, rather. We have good removal. Maybe we bring in Reprobation out of the side if we need more. Eight and 8. Replace the Plains. 3 Eye Kite, 4 Phase Seer in a deck with Future Sight, Pondering Mage, Choking Tethers, Mana War, and Reign of Revelation. Good lord. Like, just cast your deck. I mean, you're never going to run out of cards at that point. Like, you're always going to have something to cast. And that's a very powerful thing. Especially if you can delay the game to go long enough for that to be relevant. Because your opponent's going to run out of cards, and you're not. So... Not to mention, that seems like a pretty decent tempo start. Because curving low drop flyers into Mana Wars is like... That's just what Magic is about, honestly. The Artifact Destroying Sword? I think that sword's kind of underrated. I really like that sword in Vintage Cube. Where you're like... Actually, is it only in Legacy Cube, or did they put that one in Vintage Cube too? I haven't actually played with it. I just assumed it was in Vintage Cube because a lot of the other swords are. Like, if I could draft that sword in Vintage Cube over, like, Body and Mind, I absolutely would, because blowing up broken artifact mana... Oh, it would not be too slow for Vintage Cube. Oh, man. That would be a lot of fun. I hope I get the opportunity to do that in the future. Yeah, if I 3-0 with this deck, I will be ecstatic. Because not only did we draft a ton of money, not to mention this is an actual draft, this isn't Phantom, so we get to keep the cards. Like, not only did we draft a ton of money, but we would be so far in the positive if we did. It's just, it would be crazy. Because, like, yeah, 6 Modern Horizons boosters? No kidding. But like I said, even if we go 0-3, I'm still gonna be happy. Not only do we get 2 cards that paid for the deck, but we actually got a good deck. Agreed. This hand's okay. It's not an amazing curve, but we'll keep. We've got both our colors of mana. Start Plains, pass the turn. Opponent plays Plains. Suspends a Knight of Old Benalia. Alright. We're going to play an Island and a Universal Automaton. Pass the turn. I think next turn we will be ninjutsuing Moonblade Shinobi. If at all possible. Okay, that's not possible. So we draw another Island. We'll play an Island. Play Lancer Sliver. Put in Ye Olde Wall of First Strike. Pass the turn. See what our opponent does. They play a Goblin Champion and Mountain. This is tempting to block. I... We just get blown out by a lot of things, though, so I'm not going to. Alright, String of Disappearances is great here. So, let's play a Plains. Go to combat. Attack, attack. No blocks. Pick up the Automata. Play a Moonblade Shinobi. Get an Illusion. We're going to replay the Automata so as not to telegraph that we have an unsummon. Because if we didn't, it'd be pretty obvious. So opponent's going to play a Plains. And an Irregular Cohort. Sure. Opponent thinking about attacking. They don't. We draw another Plains. We could just make like a really big first striker. Have a 6/2 first striker. They can't even block it. And if they don't block it, then we get a token. That seems pretty good. So play an Amorphous Axe. Like I said, ye old wall of first strike. Get in, get in. They can chump for days. Opponent chumps with Goblin Champion. But that's fine, because right now they're in the Abyss. They're losing a creature like every turn. They're going to get Knight of Old Benalia next turn, which is something we have to watch out for. Sarah the Benevolent. Ouch. So they minus Sarah, which is really bad versus an unsummon. Like, really bad. Oh, man. This is just disgusting. So we're going to play Urza. Make a construct. Tap the axe. Unsummon a token. I see your bomb and I raise you a bomb. I use the bomb to destroy the bomb. Kill Sarah. Attack her opponent. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is a rude thing to do. Kill their planeswalker, deal a ton of damage. Feels bad indeed. Opponent gets a knight. Pumps their team. Looks like they're still going. Okay, they have a Lancer Sliver, so they got their own first strike. An Outlast Sliver. If they're attacking, we can still profitably block. Well, okay. They don't have a Lava Dart engraved, so we'll block here. Untap. We draw a ouch! Urza can spin every turn, yes. Oh, gross. Okay. So we're gonna suit up an Illusion. Go attacking in the air, 4/5. So we can Choking Tethers down enough of their board that it just doesn't matter. Oh man. It's pretty disgusting. I think that is GG indeed. Opponent's gonna say Urza can't block, sure. Opponent's gonna play Hollowhead Sliver. Well, just to prevent them from getting value, we are gonna tap as many slivers of theirs as we can here. Opponent doesn't even want to see what we're casting. They scoop it up. Okay, so they're aggro like we're aggro. But if we get a tempo start on them, it's gonna be over. Let's do it! Let's do it. Then they see our sword. Oh man. That's true, they haven't even seen the sword yet. They don't know how good the deck is. I mean, I assume they know the deck is good because we beat them, but they don't know how good. Curving Imposter into Lancer Sliver is where I want to be every day of the week in Limited, so we'll keep. Opponent starts Plains, suspends a knight. Sure. We play planes, pass the turn. Shelter is really nice, as is Ephemerate to help protect. We play a mountain. We draw a Martyr Soul. Play Imposter. Pass the turn. Nice curve. It's nostalgia. Nice. Opponent plays a mountain into their own Lancer Sliver. So we'll play a land and a Lancer Sliver. I think we're going to pass because Shelter is going to be amazing. Like Shelter with Ephemerate backup. Opponent plays a Cleaving Sliver. Sure. We'll play an island. Go to combat. Attack. Yeah, we'll just attack there. No blocks from our opponent. We will cast a Martyr Soul. Pass the turn. First Slivers chosen. Slivers you control have Exalted. Well, that's kind of nasty. Yeah, we'll chump here. And Ephemerate. So, no damage dealt. Untap, Rebound. We will Ephemerate on Martyr Soul. Comes in, gets the counters. We draw a Plains. Play a Plains. Play Enduring Sliver. I don't really want to Outlast here. So we'll pass. Okay, Knight of Old Benalia coming in. It is a nice combo, for sure. Irregular cohort for our opponent. Alright, well there goes our dream of Shelter block. 6 Exalted triggers. So it's 8 power. That really sucks. So we can block with Imposter and Martyr Soul, and then Shelter Martyr Soul. So Shelter Martyr Soul, Prot Red. And that removes a lot of their power from play. Okay, we draw an island. So we'll play a Plains. Outlast Enduring Sliver. Pass the turn. And if they keep going on the Exalted plan, now we can recruit the Worthy to just chump the whatever's getting Exalted. King of the Pride. Well, that makes their irregular cohort bigger. So cast with buyback. Yeah, we're not throwing Martyr Soul under the bus. We'll just take 8. Universal Automata is good. Play an island. Play Automata. Outlast here. Pass the turn. No soul under bus, no. So cast this with buyback. Double chump. Another Lancer Sliver is good. So play another Lancer Sliver. That way we have redundancy in the first strike power-up. Now we pass turn. Oh no. Our opponent's going to start making soldiers. They're going to Firebolt a Lancer Sliver, okay? I'm glad we outlasted this one. Make a token. I'm kind of surprised they're not swinging with more things, honestly. We have outs. If we draw a sword, it's over. Okay, Smoke Shroud is good. One second. I'll be right back. I'll let them know. Sorry. I'm back. Porter, my little puppy dog, has graced us with his presence. Alright, let's see here. We need to start getting our board big, and I need to play faster. So we can Smoke Shroud Martyr, and then they can't swing profitably into us without a combat trick. Then, next turn we can outlast something else. So this is going to be a grind fest till we hit something good. Oh, they do have Firebolt they could flashback. I did not take that into account. Wow, they didn't see it. Okay. Make a token. Untap, we draw. Island. Perfect. Play an island. Go to combat. Hit him in the air, 4/6. Oh yeah, no, I'm not worried about the clock. We still have 15 minutes on it. Like, we can't take all day, but we can get to a decent place. Want to play as an imposter of the 6th Pride? Sure. So, why would you do that? When we can do this. We'll just yield to the exalted abilities. Chump. I don't think they can give trample. If they can, we're just dead, but that's been the case for a while, I think. Lay out the island. Go to combat. Hit him in the air, 4/6. Okay. They make a soldier. I think so. If they have like a Fists of Flame or something, probably not. But I think we can block down enough. They've been really hesitant to attack, and they really shouldn't have been. They have to. Yep. They even just cast Recruit the Worthy, no more buyback. Opponent goes right click, attack all. Yeah. So we do this. Cast with buyback. Cast with buyback. Cast. Go to blocks. We have to block the things that deal the most damage. So trade here. Trade here. Chump. 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 Do this. First strike damage. We take 3, or we go to 3, excuse me. And then we kill them in the air on the backswing. Attack for 6. They have like Magmatic Sinkhole. Okay. We beat them. Sweet. Yeah, we're starting off 1-0. 1 second, guys. My dog is asking to be let out, so I will be right back. All right. Sorry about the delay. The dog needed to go outside. All right. Moving on to round 2. Love the enthusiasm, Blacker Lotus. Love the enthusiasm. Alright, round 2, here we go. I'd love to play first. Yeah, this is a good hand. We'll keep. We're playing against Dream Crusher 119. Yeah, if we can get the Shinobi out, we should be fine. I agree. We'll get at least 2 guaranteed hits with it if it lands. Alright, we both keep 7. Start planes, pass the turn. Opponent plays planes. We draw a regular cohort. That's good. Play Enduring Sliver, pass the turn. Opponent plays a forest. And their own Enduring Sliver. Okay, we draw an island, so we'll play a plains. Offer up the trade. No blocks. So we ninjutsu. Get a 1/1. For the 3rd time in a row, it's go, planes go, or planes go, planes go. Yep. Opponent attacks for 2. We'll take it. It gets a 1/1 counter. That's kind of annoying. Play an island. I think we need to kill that, so we're going to offer the trade. Opponent takes the trade. Protection from green. We draw Smoke Shroud. Oh, that's going to be so nasty next turn. Play Enduring Sliver. Pass the turn. Yeah, exactly. You got it. You got it, Blacker Lotus. Opponent plays a Twin Silk Spider. While annoying, it's not crippling. So we'll play an island. Smoke Shroud the Shinobi. Go to combat. Get in for 4. And they concede. They just can't handle the pressure. Wow. That's nuts. Oh, that was dope. Yeah, I think we're just gonna submit deck again. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was brutal. Yeah, they don't even know about the bombs. Like, Moonblade Shinobi is not really like a bomb. It's just a really good high tier card. They didn't see Urza, the sword. Like, oh man. Alright, this hand is not keepable. We will mulligan. Yeah, I'm willing to keep this off the strength of a sword. So we'll keep... I think I'm going to put back... yeah, for sure. I think I'm going to put the decoy back. I think the lands are too important. I know that feels kind of awkward, but this sword is going to win us the game. Especially when we draw a creature. So start Automata. Opponent plays another plains and passes. We draw an island. Play an island. Attack for 1. Pass the turn. Well, if our opponent plays a white creature, they're gonna be sad. We draw another automaton. Attack for 1. Play another plains. Play the sword. And the ball is in your court. Rocks Veteran, sure. We draw Choking Tethers, that's pretty sweet. Suit up the automaton. Pro white and blue. Get in for 3. Put a 1/1 counter on it. Proliferate. It's now a 5/5. And we'll just pass. No reason to do anything else at the moment. Opponent is going to Battle Screech. Sure. The 5/5 workbench. Flashes back Battle Screech. Sure. I'm okay with this. Play plains. Play another automaton. Go to combat. Attack for 5. 1/1 counter. Proliferate. Then we're gonna Choking Tethers them. Oh man. Sword is so good, especially when your opponent only has that color. Tap your team. Remove your clock. They get in for 1, we take it. We go to 19. They play a trustworthy scout. We draw an island, we play an island. Go to combat. Hit them for 7. Pump that guy up to maximum. We could have moved the sword, but I didn't want to risk a 5 mana, the exile card. Like, they have to have some kind of green removal for it, and they just don't have it. Oh man, get destroyed. I am so sorry, opponent. That feels really bad. But we're 2-0! 7-7 workbench doing so much work. No kidding. That was nuts. Just like, oh, you kept a hand that was 4 lands, sword, and a random 1-1, and then you draw another 1-1 and win the game? This is why they didn't want to put any more swords of X and Y in a standard set. Because, like, in limited, they're just broken. Yeah, we'll join match. Round 3. If this hand had a plains in it, it would be perfect. But I think I'm going to mulligan just for a hand that we know has action. Okay, this is really good. We will keep this hand. I'm tempted to put back a land, but I think I actually have to put back Rock's Veteran, which is sad, because that card is awesome. But we'll see what our opponent does. They start Island. And Fairy Seer. So they're very likely a tempo deck. Like blue-black ninjas or something like that. Let's see how they scry. They broke the cycle. Yeah. The plains cycle. Okay. We're going to play an island. Just in case we want a string of disappearances something. I'm not sure what. Mountain. Okay, so they're not necessarily blue-black. They get in for 1. We take 1. We'll play a plains. So I am tempted to play Enduring Sliver here. However, I think their play might actually be like Shinobi or a different ninja. So String of Disappearances, if they bounce their creature to hand, and then we String of Disappearances what they ninjutsu, they're left with nothing, but so are we. I guess it's better to just commit to the board. But I did think about it. Opponent cycles a Forgotten Cave. Sure. They play a mountain. Please, no Shinobi. This is a fast draft, indeed. Oh, how did I know? How did I know? Okay, so we draw a Shelter. We're going to go to combat. We're going to offer to do the same thing to them they just did to us. They don't block. Okay. Opponent did not want to give up their illusion there. Mana War. That's true. Mana War kind of hurts. I think I'm going to do an offensive Shelter play here. Because we do need to draw some action. Shelter from blue. That's not action. Get in, make a blocker that flies. Play plains, play Enduring Sliver. Yeah. Yeah, that was the plan. Yeah, like Sword here would be nuts, because we could put it on the Shinobi. Urza would be good. Oh. I don't think we're winning this one. I am not sure we can come back from this. Chump here. Yeah, drawing mono lands is not how you win a game of Magic. Yeah, you got it, man. Alright, game 2. So game 2, we want... This is non-creature spells. Okay. I think we want Ikite, actually. Probably over an automaton. And... yeah, let's try it like that, but with less lands, please. Not too little lands, but just less than that many. I'd love to play first. This hand has promise, so we'll keep. Start planes. I agree. Like, a 1/2 blocks 1/1s pretty well. I want to play a mountain. I think we're gonna go ahead and just cast this. I don't think the buyback is... I don't think we're gonna get there, basically, is what I'm saying. Get in for 1. Play an axe. Pass the turn. When it plays an island. And they got nothing. Theoretically. Play an island. Go to combat. Attack for 1. I am brave enough to pick up a token. Oh well. Not too much lost. We can just recast it for full price. It's not that big of a deal. I don't think losing a 1/1, because like we weren't doing anything else that turn, so like if they had removal for it, they had removal for it. So they cycle into a land. We draw an island. So we cast a full price Shinobi, which is fine. They didn't propagate anything, so like us getting blown out matters much less. A mountain. Okay. Mana War. Okay, that's annoying. But not game over. So unless they have the cycling land, here, they can't Igneous Elemental us this turn. 2 Shinobis are powerful anytime. For the most part, yeah. Opponent attacks for 2. We're gonna take the damage. If they have the ninja, they have the ninja. Picking up Mana War is pretty strong. Yep. Okay. String of Disappearances is decent. So we'll play Imposter. We will get in for 3. Opponent blocks. That's fine. So we have Shelter to get half a card out of that Mana War. Because there's no way they don't cast that pre-combat. Not unless they have like an Igneous Elemental or something. Because I think that would technically be better. But Windcaller Aven. Sure. We probably should have String of Disappearance there in response. It is still fine to do now, especially because they don't have double blue. But they had the opportunity to cycle into double blue, and that could have been bad. So they probably just recast Mana War here. Yeah. Whatever they target, we're just going to Shelter. Haha, there it is. Oh, this is going to be brutal. Can Mana War their Mana War? Sword of Truth and Justice. Oh gosh. Start the pain train rolling. So get a flying blocker. Always yield. Put a counter. Proliferate. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm trying to think of what could totally bonus though. Like Magmatic Sinkhole plus Firebolt or a Lava Dart could do it, but they have to have 2. Garden Dragonheart. And Goblin Champion, sure. Opponent attacks for 3. I think I'm willing to trade there. Land is best draw. So we are going to unsummon this guy. And I'm actually going to suit up the illusion. Yeah, opponent has to block there. They can't just take the damage. Put a 1/1 counter there. Proliferate. Opponent is not doing too hot. And they concede. Alright, I have to take the dog out again because he's begging for it. I will be right back. I'm just going to let this timer run out. I'll be right back for the epic conclusion. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I'm back. All right. I think we're gonna keep. Oh, it's not high tempo, but we're on the draw. Opponent kept 7. We have playable cards. We're keeping. Porter could not decide where he wanted to go. Crazy dog. Also had to sprint down and up 3 flights of stairs. So. Mountain for our opponent. We'll start snow-covered plains past the turn. I'm hoping it can. It's pretty powerful. But it's kind of like it's a late game play. It's like turn 5. Okay, opponent has double mountain. Mana War is really good for us, especially after a Zalfirin decoy. Ephemerate plus Mana War is pretty good. 3 unsummons. Okay. But it plays a Fiery Islet. The only thing that would be bad is if they played Mana War. Okay, they have Scour the possibilities. So we're going to hold Mana War and hopefully draw something else to play. I just realized how awesome the art on this is. Okay, we're going to hold on to Mana War. We really want to unsummon something this game. Mana War Ephemerate to victory. I can get behind that. Opponent might have the 4-mana elemental guy. That could be annoying for us. Viashino Sand Sprinter. They're just going to get in for damage. That is okay. That lets us play a regular cohort next turn. So they unsummon Viashino Sand Sprinter. We draw... Ooh! Actually, new plan. We are going to get in for 1. We're going to Moonblade Shinobi with Ephemerate backup. Actually, we might still save Ephemerate, depending on what happens here. They have a Lava Dart. Okay. If they want to sack a land for this, I will Ephemerate. Yeah, no. We lose a lot of value on that, but, like, our opponent discarded a card, exiled a card from their grave, and sacked a land to do nothing. Which feels good. Okay, so they're going to Mana War our Shinobi. That's just fine. We lose the second half of ephemerate value, but that's okay. Lancer Sliver. So we can play Lancer Sliver, Zalfirin Decoy. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. A 2/2 first strike, when your opponent only has a 2/2, sacked a land and then didn't play a land, probably good. Alright, now if they have... Dang it. That does make it worse. However, it's not game over. Okay, Martyr Soul, pretty decent. We'll play an island. Play a regular cohort. And play Martyr Soul. Pass the turn. We might be... Well, if we Mana War there, we either give them another Unsummon or another Shock, and both of those are really bad. So we'll see what they play this turn. I think I'm actually fine double trading here. That's true. So they bounce the token. That's fine. We still get to kill Igneous Elemental. Unless they have another trick. Okay. Elemental down. We draw an island. Go to combat. Attack with a regular cohort. Is this... Oh, do they have the... They have a Delve instant, so they have Magmatic Sinkhole. If they don't cast it here, we will not be Moonblade Shinobiing this turn. Yep. Okay. So now I think we full price this. No reason to play out the island, so we'll wait. Next turn we have bounce and tap to clear the way for a hit. Quakefoot Cyclops. Sure. That's fine. They can get in for 2 damage if they want to. Yeah, bounce and tap's going to be really good here. Oh, yes. That's sweet. So we bounce the Cyclops. Tap the Mana War. Attack with Moonblade Shinobi. Get an illusion. I'm trying to think of what sweepers are in this format, if there are any. And then we play Rox Veteran, which even if they recast the Cyclops, they're gonna have a bad time. Is there a Slagstorm variant in this format? Like, I'm still playing Rox Veteran into it if there is, but like... So they cycle Sand Sprinter. Now if they want to recast the Cyclops, they have to lose a life. There we go. Nice. Oh gosh. If we draw a creature, they're just so wrecked. That's also good. Oh man. Yeah. So we could... Yeah, we just unsummon this, and they have a bad time. Oh my god. Oh. GG. Those were good games. And we just 3-0'd with the best Modern Horizons draft pool I have ever seen. Wow. Blacker Lotus, thank you so much for showing up. I have no doubt in my mind that you contributed to that amazing luck. Because, like, Oh, just like... Oh, shoot. We had Urza. We had Force. From the one before, we had Sunbaked Canyon. And what was our last? Sword? We got Sword? Like, just crazy nuts. Absolutely crazy nuts.